Welcome everyone, Simon here from the Wales of Wall Street. We've got a quick update video here on Bepro, okay, so Bepro on the exchange. Looking at KuCoin data here on the chart. Nothing major to report since the last video. We were floating around that 1 cent mark, and if you remember, I think actually our previous title of that video, ironically, was around about this 1 cent support mark. So yeah, like I said, nothing has majorly happened, but I guess what we could say positively out of that is that we've hit the arguably a 1 cent marker for support. We are now tracking, as of recording right now, 1.1 cents. Hurrah! We have gone up 0.1 of a cent. But yes, guys, I think what we need to look at really is Bepro's progression in a longer term aspect. So people, I don't know why, but people in the comments are saying like Bepro's not moving, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. And, you know, at the end of the day, we here have done a massive amount of research on Bepro. We've followed the roadmap significantly for a multitude of months and months now, maybe even a year. And, of course, some of the roadmap is still due to come. We've obviously had the mainnets and the test launches recently. And there's going to be much more to come for sure for the rest of this year and into next year. I'm massively bullish on its gaming capabilities and development capabilities in terms of SDKs and the whole coding aspect that it provides, as well as the service that it provides as well to other projects trying to develop on its platform. Big partnerships like Polka Markets, of course. We have the meterage one that we need to cover. I think we've got a video launching on Tuesday around MTRG. So that's a big partnership using like wallets that Bepro have helped with the coding aspect of as well. But if you look at this, guys, I just want to really pay attention to this. So if you look at the 20th, 21st July, back down here at 0.002. Now you're telling me that Bepro hasn't done anything. Well, let's have a look. Just from this current sort of top end area here that we're currently sort of floating around, even that, guys, is 300%. Now I think that's quite a lot in my opinion. Of course you get big shafts of that in short periods of time, but as a long-term haul, this is fantastic. We've had also a correction period here. We've had this nice little area around here. If you remember way few videos back, we drew this kind of area that we need to come back down to this area before we jump up. That happened, so we had this nice sort of tail down here. But look at this movement up. Even that in itself, 124% gains. That's phenomenal. So congratulations to those who've been buying it at even earlier levels than that. I think I was way back early in the year, before it wasn't even, I think it was like down here somewhere, 0.001. So some big gains being made in those areas for Bepro, in my opinion. But I think like it is definitely growing even in the short term. It's just been very slow. BESLOW, not Bepro. So yeah, what are we observing right now, guys? Well, we've had this nice kind of like step ladder approach upwards again, and I think we can try and categorize this 0.011 as a support mechanism. The last week has been quite positive, as has the month. So I would like to see that weekly turn a bit higher, but I think this is okay. I think it's a slow burner. But I think if you look at the fundamentals of Bepro, there's no concern for me, and I'm certainly holding for the long term. I think I've just come out of the staking actually on KuCoin, so that's interesting. But I have made a substantial accumulation through the staking platform on KuCoin over the last few months anyway, so very grateful for that. And I think that we might have had a bit of a sell-off on that period of time when the lockout's finished, but it doesn't seem to have had a major effect. So that's just showing to me the confidence in this project, that people want to just wait and hold tight. I mean, to be honest, if you're accumulating around these areas, you could bag quite a substantial amount, in my opinion, for the short-term gains, in the coming months, as well as long-term as well, of course. So we're still far off the 4.7 cent mark as the previous all-time high that we had back in April, I think it was, or March time, sorry, not too far off. So yeah, we've got a lot of room to grow in this short period of time, and slowly but surely, guys, I think we will make it, and perhaps even try and push these boundaries nearer that sort of mid-November time, especially if they keep adhering to their roadmap and we continue that push. We can definitely get there. If we just take that, for example, where we have been down here, just as a short-term accumulation. In fact, let's take it from where we are right now. What's that kind of boost looking at from this point where we are today to that all-time high or previous all-time high position, that's another 300%. Some say that's not possible. Well, of course it's possible. We just showed you just down here that it's possible. We took, for example, this lower levels around here in June up to where we've been right now, 300%. So it's a long haul one. It is a very, very slow moving. But like I said, when you look at the roadmap, when you look at the fundamentals, what they're doing in the community on the social media and everything like that, you can see they're very active. They're more active than they have been before in the past. And the development program is still enhancing, it's still evolving. So there's loads of room to grow, guys. And I think where we're at this touch point right now, the next 2-3 days are quite interesting and important. We're looking at this area here, by the way, that I'm talking about. If we can maintain stability here, I think we can fully test this 0.012 mark, as we have been trying to do sort of the last few days before today. And it's obviously been rejected at these high levels of edging towards 0.013, but I think we can build a case for this over this next week or so. We're still in the bullish partial momentum. I don't want to see a crossover because I think that would be disappointing, but I have still got this buy order here around this area. So we've got to see how these next couple of days go. We had some nice intake on the RSI as well, up to 62, but it's not quite enough for me to really push this forward. And I think Bepro needs to pull some stops out, as it were, to get some momentum going and some excitement in this project. But it's like I said the other day in a few other videos, like the projects continue to go whatever the price does. Okay, so this price is just only annoying to us because we're investors. Obviously we want to see it higher. But the fact of the matter is Bepro is doing things. Like I said, I'm more than happy to be holding this long term, in a few years time, cashing in on these ridiculous prices that we've been getting them at. And even in these few months time, I'm sure of it, that we will be seeing that all-time high being hit again up there, and having some good amounts of profits and stuff being put on there. So there's plenty of room in the tank, and then we're in price discovery mode. And I think, guys, I generally think that we can get to at least 20 cents in these coming months. That's my opinion. Let us know in the comments below what you think. I'm starting to jot these price predictions down from you guys, so we'll be putting them into the chart before the next video, so it'll be quite fun to see where we end up in the year end. But I do think we can hit 20 cents in these coming months for sure, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that plays out or not. But yeah, back to the point today before we wrap up. So we've seen the tail off on the buying volume, if you like. So there's almost an anticipation that we've had this wave and it's perhaps coming back down, and we might see this small pattern here. I don't think it's going to be massive. I don't think it's going to be very long term, because I do think Bepro's got a few announcements out around the corner kind of thing. But yeah, I don't really particularly want to see this MACD thinning even more and then crossing over. So like I said, the next few days are really critical to maintain this support that we've got here. Don't come down too much further, otherwise we're pretty much straight back to this 1 cent mark again. We want to start pushing this up. So let's see how it goes. We'll do an update video on Bepro on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit more confidence in this, that actually, yes, we have moved since these few months ago. It's not a terrible coin. It's just, people I think were expecting big things by now. And I don't know why, because Q4 is still in progress, so we've got a bit of time left. So if we can keep within this channel, I think that'll be positive. So like I said, the next 2 days are really important, especially if you look at this channel here. I'd say we're about to break out, potentially break into that line, and what we don't want to do is see a drop down, because that will then take us back to that 1 cent mark again. But in general, guys, for me personally, like I've had the staking, so I haven't really been adding more to this portfolio of mine, this particular crypto asset. But these prices, I'm thinking I might just stick some more in at the end of this, maybe during the next few days, as payday kicks in and all of that, and just top that up a bit more, because I do think even that nice rise to 4.7 cents, we're going to have some resistance there, of course, but I think there's still good profit opportunities to be taken in the short term as well as long term. So guys, let us know in the comments below what you think about all this. Are you holding Bepro? What are your thoughts? Are you positive, negative? And guys, we will catch up in a couple of days time on Bepro. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye bye.